Color, I'm looking at your Flora. I already know it's plus 10. Color, I already know. Okay, you know what, Color? I'll check her out, Color. I already know she's plus 10. I want you to know this, Color. I haven't even seen a hero from you that isn't plus 10. I want to know if there's any hero that you have that isn't plus 10 at this point. I don't even know anymore. I've never seen a hero that you use as your rep that's not plus 10. Okay. Unexpectedly, we have a plus 10 Flora. Wait a second. She gets to 48 res with Fortress Defense res and hits 60 attack. What the fuck? That's utterly absurd. Huh. Okay. So real quick, there's a great debate going on between Flora being plus attack or Flora being plus res. You can go either way, in my opinion. So here's the understanding. For her side, Legion, just take it away. What is this?
Secrimnir.
If also chat, press 1 if you think he's right. Press 2 if you think he's just bullshitting us when he's pronouncing the weapon. Anyways.
I looked this up. The Norse dictionary.
Sure. Okay, if you guys don't know what it does, grants attack plus 3, but at start of combat, if units res, also at start of combat means whether offensively or defensively. So this is super important for her to have more res. So basically, at start of combat, if units res is greater than foes res, reduce foes attack defense by 50% of difference between stats during combat. AKA, if you have 16 more res than your opponent, you reduce their attack by 8 and their defense by 8. So you calculate reduction before combat, maximum penalty is -8. And of course, the standard dagger effects after combat, if you attack, inflicts defense res -7 on target and foes within 2 spaces of target through their next actions. Pretty cool. So, do you want to go for plus res or do you want to go for plus attack? Now, if I recall correctly, she doesn't have a super boon in res, so it's just 51 res.
She doesn't have any super boons.
Right. So it's either 51 res or 60 attack. You can go either way, in my opinion, because if you go against armor heroes, for example, you're almost always going to have the maximum amount of debuff. Not all armor heroes, but most armor heroes have lower res than defense. So in that case, they're dropping their with the special effect, you're dropping their attack and defense by 8, and your attack is 60, so you're going to flatten them in 2 shots. In this case, you'll flatten them with Bullfighter, you attack, they attack you back, you attack, Ether's ready, but they should also be dead. So it's not bad to go for plus attack. And against heroes with a ton of res, like mages, for example, well, when you hit 60, there's a chance you just wipe them out anyways. And if you're attacking offensively, they don't kill you in one shot because you have way too much res anyways. So plus attack works perfectly fine. But here's the argument for plus res. I think you should go for plus res when you are not making a plus 10 Flora. The reason for that, I mean, if you get plus attack, keep it plus attack. That's all super good. But when you have no merges to increase her res with, like every bit of extra res is just much more helpful. So she has 38 res base, so reaching 41 res base is pretty damn useful. And and remember, you need 16 more res than your opponent. So even if we're talking about like the new school of armor heroes that with higher defense and lower res, for example, okay, Flora is red. Surtur, for example, is green. But here's the thing. This man has like 34 res. Now, I know I have 2 merges on him. So let's say he has 33 res or something, right?
Yep.
That is still not enough. You need 16 extra res to get the full effect of the weapon. So in that case, plus res works perfectly fine. If you're talking about unmerged Flora. But, yeah.
Yeah, you need what now? 25 res with 1 to get the full effect?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the rationale there. So plus attack or plus res, but I would go for plus res at lower merges. But if you get a plus attack one, and you have a merge, just go for the plus attack one, in my opinion. But with no merges is basically what I'm saying. Either way, either one's good. It's such a minute difference. They're both going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, but I like how you went for plus attack is my reasoning there. All right. Her perfect A skill. I think we've tried very hard to say not Fortress Defense res. But
this
it's
makes me not agree with that. I think it is.
wait. Yeah, it is. It is. No. I mean, what I was saying is like I think we tried and argue. We tried very hard to say it's not Fortress Defense Res because basically for that entire banner, we just kept saying Fortress Defense Res for all 3 armor heroes. And it's very hard not to take that because that extra 5 res helps your weapon activate so much more often. And because you're guaranteed to double with Bold Fighter, you don't really need more attack. And that attack you sacrifice, right? So 5 extra res means Psychic Embryo or whatever the fuck. That's 2.5 reduction on their defense. Of course, it rounds down, so it's just 2. But if you reduce their defense by 2, then you didn't really lose any attack. So Fortress Defense Res, the inflicts attack -2 is generally not a big deal. Now, if they have no res anyways, then yeah, you did sacrifice 2 attack. But in generally, that -2 attack doesn't make a difference. And you have Bolt Fighter, so you're going to squash them anyways.
Yeah.
The extra defense also goes a long way because, remember, this weapon works during combat, whether you're attacking or defending. So your 39 defense, the extra 5 defense is cool, but with this activated on top of that, you might have like essentially 8 extra defense. So you might reach like 47 defense. So Flora is a true super tank. And then you finish it off with even attack wave and even defense wave. I like how you just stacked it up. Like, forget odd turns. Just on even turns, I'll be a god. Alright.
Might as well.
I like how you reached +10 on day 1.
I see you're also a Game Press reader. Nice lethal carrot.
Alright guys, pretty hard to disagree with this. So I'm not. Wait a second, you gave her Wary Fight. I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Alright, cool. What the frig? Wait a second. Odd attack wave, odd defense wave, odd res wave, even attack wave, even defense wave, and defense opening. I'm trying very hard to understand what you were trying to go for. Can you just explain to me, Color? I know you're in chat right now, unless you went to bed. But
Pretty sure they're still here.
yeah, I would really like to know what the heck is the rest of this crap.
Flex.
I mean, the special fighter is fine, whatever. There's a vengeful fighter, whatever. You know what? I'm not. Never mind. You don't have to answer anything. He says, "I gotta be ready for every situation." You're very funny, Color. You're hilarious. Every situation. Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Also, I like your fire blessing.
Oh wait. Oh, you even looked at that. Why did you pick fire blessing of all blessings?
Oh, you'll know.
Wait, I'll know.
Those who know.
What?
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Oh boy. Because birthright? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Reference. Wait. Oh no. Wait, no, I know she's from the Ice Tribe. I know that.
Yep, you don't know.
I don't know. Oh my.
You definitely don't know.
Okay. Great. Thanks, guys. Chat is spoiling. Don't spoil for me though. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
reading.
no spoilers here.
We're eventually going back to playing Fates, and also we're on the Conquest playthrough, so we'll eventually figure it out.
Well, you're not playing Birthright, so you won't figure it out.
Oh wait, it's a birthright thing? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is in Birthright.
Alright, whatever. Birthright's dumb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You go ahead and you do what you gotta do. I just got married in Harvest Moon.
Hey, man. Congrats.
T, I think you've been talking constantly about Harvest Moon. I think, yeah. Great.
I might have a problem with being overly obsessive about it. It's kind of an awesome game.
Mm-hmm.